let me ask you something. If you're standing outside a restaurant waiting for your friend, are you at the restaurant or in the restaurant? If your brain just froze for a second, good. That means you're normal. Prepositions of place are one of those things that confuses everyone, not because they're complicated, but because the differences feel so small that you're never sure if you picked the right one. In this video, we'll discuss 3 prepositions: in, on, and at. We will understand when they are used and what differentiates them. I'll give you one simple pattern that handles most of the choices between in, on, and at. By the end of this video, you'll have that pattern. You'll also know the annoying exceptions, because English always has exceptions. And I'll also give you a way to think about the exceptions so they don't drive you crazy. Let's go. Here's the whole thing in 3 images. At is a pin on a map. In is a box you're inside of. On is a surface you're touching. Remember this. We will keep coming back to this rule as I show you what each one really means. Let us start with at. At, you're treating the place as a point. When you use at, you're not thinking about what's inside the place or what it looks like or how big it is. You're just saying that's where something is happening. It's a location, a dot on a map, a pin you drop on Google Maps. I'm at the airport. We met at a coffee shop. She's at work. He's waiting at the bus stop. Now the airport is enormous. A coffee shop is tiny. Doesn't matter. When you say at, you're not describing the space. You're just answering the question. Where? With the location marker, think of it this way. If someone texts you, "Where are you?" and you just want to name the place, that's at. Now let's move to in. When you use in, you're saying, I'm contained within this space. There are walls or boundaries or edges, and I'm on the inside. I'm in the kitchen. She's in the car. The milk is in the fridge. We live in Chicago. Rooms, buildings, vehicles, cities, countries, continents. Anything that feels like a container, something with boundaries around you, that's in. Even abstract ones. It's all in your head. Your head is being treated like a container that holds thoughts. Finally, on. On means something is touching a surface, resting on it, or attached to it. The book is on the table. There's a crack on the wall. She's sitting on the floor. I saw a spider on the ceiling. Tables, floors, walls, ceilings, shelves, screens, pages. If you can imagine the thing making physical contact with a surface, that's on. And notice, the surface doesn't have to be horizontal. The wall is vertical. The ceiling is upside down. On doesn't mean on top of. It means touching a surface. The same place, 2 different stories. This is where it gets interesting, and this is the part most textbooks skip too quickly. The same physical place can take different prepositions, and when it does, the meaning changes. You're looking at the same place from a different angle. I'll meet you at the restaurant. That's a meeting point. I'm giving you a location. It's a pin on the map. You also say this when you will meet right outside the restaurant. It's so noisy in the restaurant. Now I'm inside. I'm experiencing the space. The noise is around me because I'm in it. One more. She works at the hospital. That's her workplace. It's where she goes. It's a location in her life. The patient isn't the hospital. The patient is physically inside the building, probably in a bed in a room being treated. See what's happening. At keeps you at a distance. It's a dot on a map. In pulls you inside. It puts walls around you. Here's the trick for choosing. Ask yourself, am I naming a location or describing being inside a space? If you're naming at, if you're describing the experience of being inside, in. Some uses of in, on, and at don't fit neatly into the pin box surface pattern. Let me walk you through the most common ones and give you the logic so that you also understand these cases. Transportation, the can you walk around test. This one is fun. Here's the rule of thumb. If the vehicle is big enough that you can stand up and walk around, you're on it. If you're squeezed into a seat and can't really move, you're in it. I'm on the bus. You can stand up, walk down the aisle. There's space. I'm on the train. Same thing, you can move. I'm on a plane. I'm on a ship. Now flip it. Let's see examples of sentences where the answer to can you walk around test is no. I'm in the car. You're sitting in a small enclosed box. Try standing up, you'll hit your head. I'm in a taxi. The can you walk around test isn't perfect, but it works about 90% of the time. Technology versus non-technology media. When the media is a technology media, we use on. I saw it on the internet. I read it on my phone. It was on TV. I found it on YouTube. She posted it on Instagram. But if you look at similar sentences for non-technology media, the preposition in is used. It's in the newspaper. It's in the book. So the split is screens and platforms arrow on. Non-technology media, right arrow in. Streets and addresses. Let's try to figure out the rule by looking at the examples. I live on Oak Street. A street is a surface, a line on a map. There's a good bakery on this road. I live at 42 Oak Street. Were you able to spot the rule? Let me help you. I live on Oak Street. In this example, Oak Street is a surface, a line on a map. But when the address has a number, I live at 42 Oak Street. Now it's a precise point, a pin on the map, a specific location. So, street name arrow on. Full address with the number right arrow at. Unfortunately, in addition to these exceptions, there are some phrases which do not follow these rules. I list these phrases for you so that you could have a list. Take a screenshot. Pause the video or share with friends to memorize and practice together. Here are the examples. At home, at school, meaning attending school as a student. At work. At the top / bottom / end. At the door. In a hurry. In love. In trouble. In charge. In the middle. In the way. On purpose. On fire. On vacation. On the right / left. On the way. You don't need to memorize a complete list now, but note them so that you can notice them when you hear or read them. Over time, you would automatically add them to your memory. Now it's practice time. It's time to test what we have learned till now. I'll give you a sentence with a gap. You pick the preposition in, on, or at. I'll give you a few seconds to think. Pause the video if you need more time. 1. The keys are blank the table. The answer is on. The keys are resting on a surface. The keys are on the table. 2. Let's meet the cafe. The answer is at. The cafe is a meeting point, a location, a pin on the map. Let's meet at the cafe. 3. I think I left my jacket in the car. The answer is in. The car is a small enclosed space. Your jacket is inside it. I think I left my jacket in the car. 4. He grew up a small town, Dallas, Mexico. The answer is in and in. A town is a container. A country is a bigger container. Both get in. He grew up in a small town in Mexico. 5. There is a weird stain blank the ceiling. The answer is on. The ceiling is a surface. The stain is attached to it. Remember, on doesn't mean on top of. There is a weird stain on the ceiling. 6. She's the bus right now. The answer is on. Big vehicle. You can walk around. That's on. She's on the bus right now. 7. I read about it in an article, the internet. The answer is in and on. The article is a container of text. You read in it. The internet is a platform, a surface. You find things on it. I read about it in an article on the internet. 8. There is a pharmacy at the corner of Elm Street. The answer is on. The corner, when it's a street corner, is treated as a surface, the spot where two streets meet. There is a pharmacy on the corner of Elm Street. 9. She lives 23 Maple Avenue. The answer is at. A full address with a number is a precise point. That's at. She lives at 23 Maple Avenue. 10. I was standing the door when she arrived. The answer is at. At the door is a fixed expression. You're at that location. I was standing at the door when she arrived. How did you do in the test? Whether it was easy or hard for you, keep practicing. It is summary time now. Let's bring it home. Take a picture of the screen as it covers everything you need to know for understanding the prepositions at, in, and on. 3 prepositions. 3 mental images. At is a pin on a map. You're naming a location. In is a box. You're inside a space. On is a surface. You're touching it. When the same place can take more than one preposition, the meaning shifts. At keeps you at a distance. It's about where. In pulls you inside. It's about the experience of being in the space. For transportation, ask, can I walk around? Yes means on. No means in. For technology, screens and platforms are on. Things that contain text are in. And for fixed phrases, at home, in love, on fire, don't analyze. Collect them. Notice them. Write them down when they surprise you. One last thing. Don't try to be perfect with prepositions. The goal is to build instincts, and instincts come from one place: noticing. Every time you read something in English this week, pay attention to in, on, and at. Ask yourself, why that one? Most of the time, the answer will be somewhere in the pin, box, and surface pattern. If you like this video, support our channel with a like and a subscribe. You can also practice English by listening to the Everyday English podcast on this channel. I end this podcast. You can listen to English that you would use in your everyday life, find the little mistakes, and learn how to fix them. IT covers daily life situations such as talking about your day with a friend, giving directions in a taxi, and so on. See you in the next one.